one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. New center downs for the offense. 1st and 10.
And just like that, this offense is out of the gate. What a way to get this game started. Obviously, they have a premier receiver, found a one-on-one matchup, and the first play of the game they take advantage of.
1st and 10 play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Has the first down and more. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a whirl with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. And looking to throw now on first down. The short completion of the tight end. After second effort, he's brought down, but it's past the mark.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Jayhawks are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side, though, for the completion. Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Kansas, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Great job here by this quarterback, not forcing the throw. Nobody's open, does it himself, able to use that speed that he has to get to the end zone for this touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Caught in the backfield. It's man.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for a gap. It's man. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The important third down play coming up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Past the 45. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm.
The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And here's the handoff. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a fourth down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Jayhawks will have to punt this one away. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw out left, complete. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
The Kansas offense is back out there now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. He breaks free. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
I'll give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming third down situation.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Well, Kirk, Kansas has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Hand off to the back. Some hard running there through a tackle.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Catch made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. On the ground, it's man. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the first down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game, but Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
The tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion sets up a second down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. A play action, looking to throw. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Oh, and he hits out of bounds. yards after a really nice gain there. And the Falcons come to the line in a hurry up. Handoff from the shotgun. Running through the tackle. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Falcons looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option.
Touchdown, Falcons! A much-needed counterpunch to...
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. And the Falcons will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Air Force, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
And now the handoff.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And they'll give it to the back. He's got room to run. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense recovers the fumble and keeps going. They get him to the ground, heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the marker. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Here's the second down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. He bought some time, now lets it go. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Out the offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw here. On the move now. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Delayed handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Falcons have 1st and 10 here. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. To the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
I can't believe this guy came down with his catch. Unbelievable play for a touchdown. The quarterback took a chance by throwing that into double coverage, and the receiver somehow went up and makes a play on the ball. It came down in the end zone for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Here's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of...
It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge game through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The back's got it. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And you'll just get rid of it.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down, and now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Across the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass ball is incomplete. The final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. the Kansas offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. In the shotgun, handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Jayhawks looking to run some tempo here. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He escapes the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
I think they're going to end up with...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. On first down, it's play action. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Now they're running on the toss. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, or where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Air Force. This offense cannot be stopped. Here comes the point after attempt.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense is back out there now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Hit as he released it. Oh, what a grab! And the play is good enough for a first down to move the ball to the 44.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Moves out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Incompletion sets up a second down. Back to throw again. QB to the tail end for a completion. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Well, the huge hit there, you half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
It's a quick grab. They make the stop. It'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Jayhawks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He got it. The field goal's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch. It's man. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter. Play action here on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, Air Force has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The Jayhawks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. On the run here, lets it go. With the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And jump on top now here in the 4th.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. And the back now goes in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the 4th quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. 21. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense back on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? No connection there. The pass is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid a tough 3rd and long situation. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
We saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff going to the outside. Good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28.
And that is a quarterback's best friend. Opportunity to find that open tight end. He takes a big hit, but holds on to the football to show that strength and awareness for a nice 1st down.
The Falcons look to keep this drive moving. Now here's the toss play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, anytime you see a defense sit back and cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll try a pass here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? On the move now. Extending the play now. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Jayhawks will send the punt team onto the field.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
He'll throw it now. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Caught over the middle, it's Reed.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
The Falcons will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Caught behind the line. It's man. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Grab behind the line. It's Shaw. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Pounding away with the run game.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Catch made on the right side. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, out the ball to 44.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Who's in the clear?
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Jayhawks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. But It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Going to try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
What a battle today. A 1-point victory. Hey, you'll take it, take the knee, and get out of here and celebrate.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here.
Makes it look easy.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After the clutch field goal, they'll kick it off here. The offense has a long way to go. Need a touchdown and not much time. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and they've got him! A sack to end the game. Protection breaks down, and the defense wins it on the final play. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit.